Hey man, say man, it's your boy Snoopy. How much you see about that? Oh, that's gonna be for the upgrade. Oh my god. My man. Oh, baby, dropped off. She dropped in. I done it, they dropped off. She hopped in. Yeah. Oh no. I still got floaters. I'm gonna try to do a floater.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. That night, it was about scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as many contributors as you can
find.
The reserves definitely help fuel the win.
Oh, he got some dribbles.
Got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Orlando.
He got me going to
Isaac is out there with Portis. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then it's Evan Fournier and Skinner. Boy, Chris, how much fun is it to have basketball back? Talk about some of the things you personally look for early in a season.
Oh, man, what I personally look for in the beginning of the season is how guys develop. And a lot of that is body language. You know, are you putting your head down and dropping your head after a shot? Are you not running back on defense?
This ain't no shooting guard.
These are all little things that show what you're thinking about. You know, I just kind of check out the development.
I'm not even my man,
Is a guy playing hard through his frustration? Is a guy giving his coach eye contact in the huddle? Is he being a great teammate by encouraging guys? I'm passing to an open player for a better shot. And so those are the things that I look at. And then again, with the pace being at an all-time high, I think now is the new golden era of basketball where you can have so much more fun because you are no longer held to rules of not getting out of the shot clock, not getting on the fast break. Coaches are now encouraging this style, so the game to me is a lot more fun. So hopefully as a rookie you come in and you embrace this and just let it fly.
Now here's Fournier, who's coming off a 25-point game against the Clippers.
Well, his rebounding stood out too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Orlando's head coach. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. And he thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. Sounds like shooting is what he's concerned with most early on.
Yeah, they're looking for a controlled, patient offense today, and the key to that will be shot selection.
Ball movement. The key is everybody has to stay involved on offense. The best way to get good shots is to make sure the defense can't focus on any one player.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
I like
Nothing that I can't play with this. I'm sorry, man.
And so it's Orlando
I'm sorry.
winning this one.
Yes, if you hadn't played the ball, I don't have
It's
to.
away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh, you know him, Shaquille O'Neal, you know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, another really high-quality season being played by a team that we've come to expect nothing less from. There they are, top spot in the East. LaMarcus Aldridge suiting up tonight. Great combination. Can he be the backbone of the...
Running back to like America. No, to like America. I did some to America. Yeah, that's sitting like that, like a bird. Money is all like a Johnny haters. Man, look at that, like a birthday. Too much. Don't sleep, we gotta stay up. Don't sleep, we gotta stay up.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center.
It was just 14-5.
Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the New York Knicks.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe Bryant. Well, DeRozan says, Kobe was my favorite player. I watched everything he did, practiced almost all his moves, and DeRozan has become a multiple-time All-Star. Kevin?
DA, you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. A lot of people, Steve, talk about the length of the season, 82 games. Do you think the league will ever reduce that number?
No, I don't think so. I think the commissioner's done an excellent job of trying to spread out games. He's cut down the back-to-backs, and so it's given some guys some much-needed rest, and I think they look at the travel schedule. So I don't think they ever want to reduce the number of games. The league is going well right now with 82.
And you've got to keep, Steve, the regular season relevant.
Yes.
Don't you? I mean, it's got to matter. It's got to matter.
I think so, and I think that's the reason why. I think they might change the playoff format, but I don't think they would change the regular season.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. And it's AI in at the point. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Miami.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Communication seemed to be missing, and if you want to come away with a lot of wins, you have to have that.
Young against Brown. Lays it up off the glass.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
On the wing, Morris. Back to AI. Stolen by
Walker. I don't even want the ball. So what?
Ruffin. He's covered by Brown. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in the groove, but communication on the defense
Quit passing me the ball.
The 19-footer is on the money. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point. He's squaring up like that.
Back to Young. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
AI right side. The leaner inside. Ejected by Young.
You know, solid instincts defensively. Young showing a real desire to compete on that side of the ball.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Ruffin. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They already got into a
I hate this team. I do not know why they get drafted to this team.
Of the night here.
And for the Spurs, they're still finding ways to improve the roster, but you can never really replace a Tim Duncan.
And AI gets it to go on the assist by Brown. AI's got his second basket of the night. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Walker the pass to Young. Bucket is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
On the wing, Morris. AI in the post. He's against Young, and that one's good. AI.
The defense cannot afford to give him an inch that close to the basket because he will burn you every time.
And Young kicks to Walker. But they get it back. Fires for three.
My fault.
Shots good from Young. Young's got his third bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get.
How did it not get at Evo?
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. So Boston ends up going with the lead.
We lost again.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Morris against Murray. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. On the court for the Celtics. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Then there's Brown. Then it's AI. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Heat was a man on a mission. He ended up with 25 points and demonstrated his range a few times in doing so, hitting from deep. There weren't too many things he did wrong throughout the evening. Solid effort across the board. Kevin, we'll see if he can have another complete game tonight.
Hey, David, thank you. He was such an important part of everything they did in that game.
Yeah, maybe his line in the box score didn't jump off the page, but he was outstanding for them.
You're right. His stats don't tell the whole story. He was all over the floor. It was a great two-way performance in every way.
Celtics trail by 4. Brown wide open. He fires. Misses.
What was that?
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in, and the shot goes down.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Outside, Walker. Back to Murray. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Smart. AI outside. Here's Brown. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. There's a real art, isn't there, Steve, to drawing charges? Who are some of the best at doing that you see now on a game-to-game basis?
You know, DeMarcus Cousins stands out because he's a center. You're used to seeing centers block shots.
Right.
But he can get in position and take charges. Draymond Green loves to take charges. Kemba Walker does it from the point guard position. Marcus Smart, Patrick Beverly. Those are some of the names in the list.
And I was agree.
And those guys are tough guys, too. They have a toughness, grit factor about it.
Yeah, you got to have that, Kevin, if you're going to bounce your head off the floor.
Hold on, wait, man. I didn't even try to shoot that.
And teams have nights like this when the shots that you drop just won't go down. That's when you have to rely on your defense, and that's the only way to stay in the game.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mindset, and come back out fresh.
And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. Second is Marcus Young.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Now, here's AI. He's coming off a 25-point game against Miami. Knocks it loose.
What is he doing?
Horford kicks to AI. Passes it to Smart. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from AI.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now, here is Young. 14 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 16.
You know, effective from the interior. Young is someone who looks to score once he's that close.
I keep reaching.
Walker in the corner. And it's San Antonio with another. Celtics trail by 8.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
He was all alone on that one. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
What's your man, bro?
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He's off on the first. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. With this team, they stretch out so much. You got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. Playing through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, take a look at Marcus Young in this game. He's been everywhere.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Pirtle. Young is up there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Smart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Horford. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about this? The ball without any thought, without any individual adjustment.
On the free throw, no good. And sometimes innovations can bring you back to where you started, Steve. Could we see that with post-play in the future?
You know, I don't know if it'll be a lot of post-play from dominant bigs. I think the post-play will come back a little bit more in the form of a lot of these smaller guards are posting up a little bit more than they did, I would say, in the last 5 or 6 years.
That one good for 2.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Now, here is Young. He's got 17. A floater, and it's sent back by Morris. A second chance effort.
How was it not knocked out?
They got him on the arm, but it still can.
A 5-star recruit out of high school, Aldridge reportedly asked Shaq for advice about jumping to the NBA. Shaq told him to go to college. A couple years later, Aldridge is drafted the #2 pick overall.
Now, here's AI. He's got 12. Smart passes to AI. He can't.